In another provocative move, China, constructing villages, outposts inside Bhutanese territory. Since 2015, China has been constructing unnoticed network of roads, buildings and military outposts, deep in a sacred valley, in Bhutan. And also planting settlers, security personnel and military infrastructure, within the territory, internationally and historically, understood to be Bhutanese. In 2015, China had announced that a new village called Gyalafug, in Tibetan, or Jialuobu, in Chinese, had been established, in the south of Tibet's autonomous region. Gyalafug is, however, different. It is in Bhutan, and Chinese officials have crossed and violated an international border. In China's long-running efforts to outmaneuver India and its neighbors along the Himalayas, the recent construction is part of a significant mission by Chinese President Xi Jinping to fortify the Tibetan borderlands. Its aim is to force the Bhutanese government to cede territory that China wants elsewhere in Bhutan, to give Beijing a military advantage in its struggle with India. This involves a strategy more provocative than anything China has done on its land borders in the past. Not only this construction openly violates the terms of China's founding treaty. In 1998, China had signed a formal agreement with Bhutan, recognizing the latter's sovereignty and its territorial integrity, and agreed that no unilateral action will be taken to change the status quo on the border. Therefore, construction within the periphery of Bhutan is a grave violation of the terms of China's founding treaty with Bhutan and oblivious to Bhutanese history of decades of protests regarding smaller infractions elsewhere on the borders. At present, all of the Menchuma Valley and most of the Bail Khenpajong areas in Bhutan are operated by China. Since 1980s, China has been explicit about its claim over Bail. According to the director of Modern Tibetan Studies and professor at Columbia University, in New York, Robert Barnett said, China's multi-level construction drive within Bhutan has gone almost unnoticed by the outside world. And Bhutan may not have realized the full extent of China's activity on its northern borders, or may have remained silent. So, in such situation, Bhutan must take a firm stand against China. It needs to rise to this challenge, because Bhutan's future is threatened by Chinese aggression. With those provocative tactics, Beijing is risking its relations with its neighbors, whose needs and interests it has always claimed to respect, and jeopardizing its reputation worldwide. Robert Barnett wrote, if Bhutan declines to risk ties with India, Beijing's shift will have seriously damaged a previously amicable relationship for little or no gain. Whatever threats and opportunities China poses, India has plenty of reasons to be aggressive against China. So, India must take stand against China's construction of villages and outposts inside Bhutanese territory to demonstrate its commitment to its ally. India must communicate to Beijing and Thimphu that China has much more to lose in the crisis than it has to gain. India's influence over Bhutan is a finite commodity inherited by historical contingency. Once lost, it would be near impossible to replenish, especially when competing against a richer and more powerful Beijing. However, at present the world is witnessing a more powerful and assertive China. China has steadily increased its influence in Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Now it has set its sights on Bhutan. Apparently, it has decided that Thimphu is too close to New Delhi to be won by a carrot alone. Instead, it has chosen to use a stick. By flexing muscle on the Bhutanese land, China hopes to put strain on the India-Bhutan relations.